look at the roster that still can compete and win games, and that's what they're going to have to do. Everybody's going to have to give a little bit more.
Last year, Wall missed 41 games. The Wizards went 20 and 20 an hour and a half ago by his head coach, Scott Brooks, as Jeff Green takes the shot and hits it at the buzzer. So a great
John Wall was this team's best player to do that, and so that's going to be a challenge for them moving forward, is who can create shots, and that's the guy that's
per game at 36.6. So he's already getting a lot of minutes, and he'll continue to get even more.
We want to work longer before practice, after practice, to make sure that I'm doing my part.
Assists. Walker. Double team on him. Swing it to the cutter inside, and
I just go back to what Jeff Green was telling me in the locker room before. You know, once this team can get as close to whole as possible, when you're talking about maybe Dwight Howard coming back auto for the postseason, they're going to continue to fight. That's one thing about Scott Brooks' teams. They're not just going to lay down and just let these situations kind of...
There is no chance of him returning.
Right. By the way, I watched Otto Porter. Charlotte by 5. Good defensive play on the block. It'll be Hornets ball. Oh, great move. Throws it up and scores. Kind of a rhythm. You never know what he's going to do, but I guess he does. Decker with a nice move, and he lays it off the glass for had at UConn. Sam Decker also had a terrific college career at University of Wisconsin, and Decker had 16 in that one, wound up losing in the championship to Duke. But he played a great college career, Sam Decker. And they take a 24-18 lead and make it a 4-point advance to play in the quarter. They lose the ball, and here comes Washington. It's Beal. Gives it up. Nice pass by Bradley. Randall will let fly on a 3 that's good. Screen roll, nicely done. That's blocked by Jeff Green. Came over to help. Tied at 32. Ariza drives. And Decker puts it up and in. Boy, the shots and a couple assists. Here's Ariza on a beautiful pass by Green.
Pressuring. Obviously, the Bulls got the best of the Wizards, but they did a nice job of getting those back doors from the wing.
Boy. Lamb. Got to get out on him. Washington off a bad pass. Ariza down court. He'll wait. Now he finds Troy Brown with a pass to Decker. Nicely done for Randall off the glass. Minus 27. Walker off a screen, long jumper. How good is he? Brown. Decker for the open jumper. Good. And an assist. Bradley Beal back for DC. It's too easy. Walker steps back behind the line and drains another one. 14 so far. Decker guarded by Walker with a short jumper by Green on a nice pass.
It's hard.
Yeah, I guess so. Ask Markieff Morris. He's not playing tonight because of that. Another great pass. Slipped up and in. Beal. Again, a great pass by Washington. That's 10 turnovers by the Hornets, who averaged 12. Jeff Green lays it up and in. Good help by Bryant, but they score on a long. Beal around the screen. Ariza with Batum, steps back on him. Big shot by Walker driving. It's to the glass and scores. Under a minute to play in the half. Beal on his floater, nicely done. It's come in 17 and 17 on the year. That's a great block by Jeff Green. Up ahead, it's Beal. Going to the glass, lays it up and in. Knocked away, Wiz get the steal. Here's Ariza. He's going to drive, lay it up and in. And Devontae Graham off a screen, Walker, a little short. Rebound, Tim, a little short. Graham the rebound. Easy 2, and just like that, the lead is
of how they can help contribute the team with those 41 games missed from John last season.
Sato drives and scores. Chris Miller, your thoughts?
Here and ask him about just the role of a starter and how that was different. And he looked at me and he said, well, you know, I started all the time over in Europe, so.
With the basketball. Here he is driving, looking for help. For the long ball that's good from Trevor Ariza. 7 rebounds. Collectively, Washington 27 assists, I should say, for Ariza. Here's Monk's jumper, good. Bryant, big finish for Thomas Bryant. Walker on a fadeaway, good. Ariza back to Sato. Back to Green. Now Sato with an open look, drains it. Bryant hesitates and scores. Sato for Bryant. Waits, strong move. Tom. Monk, good for 3. Good move by Sato. Nice pass for Bryant. Lays it up and in. Field, 17 points. Tough shot. Brown has it knocked away. Bryant alertly picks it up. And how about that move? Monk for the alley-oop. Boy, that was close to traveling. Great.
Brooks is doing. Rested him up for what hopefully is a good stretch run for the Wizards.
What a beautiful. Decker misses one of those underhand flip shots. Graham the other way lays it in. Jeff Green. Ariza wide open. How about that? Rebound from Troy Brown. Ariza will try it again. How about that? Point. Really unfortunate. That'll be a foul and the basket. What a blocked. Jeff Green got it. Walker splits defenders, throws it into the corner. Back to Kemba. Baseline jumper. He is. Ariza gets past Zeller. Score the field goal and he'll. Ariza drives again. Kicks it out. Sato for 3. Sato driving. Pass underneath. Slammed in by Bryant. 4 3-pointers. And it's actually an 8-0 Washington run, and that's stopped right for Beal. Bradley drives into the paint. The jumper is good. 11 for Green. Unbelievable. He's just unstoppable. Sato driving. Off the glass and in.
But every time he's made a big shot, Wizards have come down the other end and they've answered it.
Here he goes again. He's on fire. Aransky driving for Bryant. For the cutter. Beal the slam. 1, which is huge. Ariza for 3. How do you like that? Beal driving. A lot of contact, no call. He went sprawl. Walker drives and lays it in. Beal trying to get free. He does. Goes into the lane, off the glass and in. Through. Concerns you a little bit, so getting the inbound is huge, which the Wizards cannot do. Walker drives, waits, and scores. Walker drives, lays it up and in. Walker, don't foul him. Gives it up, back to Walker. He'll take a 3. He'll hit the 3 incredibly with 1.9 seconds to go. Down court, it's Ariza, and he lays it up and in. The basket will not count. That's going to salt it. Down court. Good if it goes. That is your ball game.